Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm DrGraves. Welcome. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. It's gonna actually be my first stream trying to do that. I'm gonna be watching some paranormal videos. You know, maybe talking about it or like just reacting to them and see how that goes. I think it's gonna be fun. I love paranormal. And ghost hunting, everything really that comes with it. So we're gonna take a look at that and we're gonna try it out. So let's see if this works the way we want it to. All right, very good. Okay, it's looking good. I don't know if I should go for shorts or maybe compilations here. Let's try a compilation and see what's up.
A couple is inside their kitchen when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from Crystal and Damien, who both live happily in the house of their dreams. They had bought their home a few months ago before recently becoming engaged.
I think it's
to the
better.
couple, this house has become an important part of their relationship, as without it, their bond wouldn't be as strong. Although happy to be the property owners of this new house, there's something about this place that spooks them just a bit. Sometimes, things would happen that neither Damien nor Crystal could explain.
Or if it's fine like that.
For this reason, they've set up cameras throughout their house to capture video evidence of the strange occurrences. In return, they would have solid proof that what they're experiencing isn't just in their heads, but in fact, something real. It goes without saying, but what they've captured has left them deeply unsettled. On August 6th of 2022, a security camera inside their hallway captures this.
Because I'm gonna probably be pausing, talking through it, doing all that. All right. Let's continue then.
It's worth noting that it was past midnight when this happened. Take a look.
What's gonna happen? Immediately that like makes you doubt a little bit, because I'm not, you know, it's just a comment on anyone really, but it sounds very real. And if you've been, you know, doing paranormal investigations, it's, yeah, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's a real person. I'm assuming this is the people that were affected by this. Is that on the front door, I'm assuming? Also, I don't know how good this channel is, but Bizarre Bub, heads up, like a lot of subscribers. I'm gonna end up subscribing, you know. And this is compilation 70, so there's probably a lot of material here to watch. So let's check it out. Also, let me see what settings I have this on. All right, should be good. Is it your Grubhub? did he put down?
Although not really sure what to make of this, except that it might have been someone pranking them or some crazy person banging on their door late at night, it's the following video that scares them the most. The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends if that's how it's going to make me feel at the end of the day. Like, it feels more like...
They don't mean to do it. They're not like planning on, you know, they
do you
don't...
know how it feels to hang out with a group of people and they don't even want you there?
They do want you there.
But I'm only there
they want you
because
there. They like you.
They were not having a good day.
No, they don't.
That's the only
They
reason.
they like me. They're my friends. But they're my, but they like you a lot.
They're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they...
What the hell? Did that open?
Hey.
Just as the argument was getting intense,
Yeah, that was
a
open
plate from one of the
already.
cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but not before being flung toward Damien.
Also, not a pretty bad looking kitchen.
It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, this...
Okay, so that one is actually pretty good because the plates fall out one by one. And that is not an easy thing to do if you're faking it, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty good.
This next video is by far the creepiest. It's late at night and Crystal's alone at home. We can see her scrolling through her phone when out of nowhere, this happens.
Door videos, it's always also very difficult to like make sense of them because it's something that's very easy to like fake, but you know, you gotta keep a skeptic mind. But I'm usually a believer of concrete proof, and I don't really believe in things that could be faked unless I'm there and I can see it and I can like go and try to debunk it. But yeah, let's keep on watching. That's the room door, I think.
Perhaps thinking that Damien had come home from work early, she waits for him to appear. But seconds pass, and no one is seen. Damien isn't there. Understandably, Crystal was shaken up, but it seems that this incident wasn't as scary to Crystal as the most recent occurrence. It's not known what exactly happened, but it's evident that whatever had just occurred has left the couple no choice but to leave their house. In a recent video, Damien explains the situation.
Yeah, we're just just outside because it's getting weird in there and we don't feel safe being in there anymore, so we're just gonna go to just Airbnb for the night, and just for the night, and then we're gonna figure out what to do.
The activity has become so
Weird in
intense
what
that they
way?
can no longer live happily inside their house. Sadly, they have no choice but to leave behind their dream home in the hopes that things would settle down. Feeling hopeless, they book an Airbnb and spend the night there. However, the following night, they decide to return home and try something that would hopefully solve their problem. According to them, by doing a seance, they can reach out to the supposed spirit that is haunting their house and ask it to leave. They do just that and record the entire process of the seance. Little did they know, this would be a bad idea. This is their video.
So the only thing that is kind of odd is like the camera placement. If you're doing something that you want people to see, you probably would put it in a better spot, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
Wait, is that, are they, where are they? That seems like the toilet. On the left. It's in the bathroom? Okay, alright, so definitely. So that's the toilet. Are they in the shower? I think that's what it is. That's the shower and that's the toilet. Maybe, yeah, I can't seem to figure out where it is, but like that definitely seems like they're in the bathroom. It startled me a little bit. I was not expecting that.
All of a sudden, the shower door begins to shake on its own. With this, the couple rushes out of the bathroom, understanding that something had gone wrong with the seance. Terrified by the incident, they leave the house and return to the Airbnb. To the couple, the safest plan for now is to stay away from home. Given what's happened, this is probably a better idea. But until they come up with another solution,
with these people?
Their house remains abandoned. So then, with all that's happened, just what exactly is going on inside their house? Until any updates are given, it seems that this question will have no definitive answer. But as always, what's your stance on this? Paranormal or not? You be the judge.
Obviously, I'm not going through what these people went or if this is staged or not, but the only one that seemed like concrete was the dishes coming out. That was pretty good, and it would be hard to fake, but you never know. But it's cool. It's cool to see what they caught.
An urban explorer named Chris Hill returns to an abandoned warehouse and encounters something far more terrifying than the last time he came there. Previously, Chris had found a place that is believed to be extremely haunted. It wasn't until
Fallout shirt. I love Fallout.
looking back at the footage that he took during this exploration that Chris realized he wasn't alone. Someone or something had been watching him throughout the entire night. Whatever this was, Chris can't help but feel that the supposed supernatural entity is the reason why he felt as though someone had touched him. Not sure what to make of it and disturbed by what the camera had caught, he made it clear that he'd never come back to this place.
But he did.
It seems that Chris has had a change of mind, as his most recent video shows him returning to the site.
Do it for the content.
I'm back.
Also, if you do paranormal investigations, don't go to places where you can get in trouble. Always get permission. This seems like that's not the case. And don't do it alone. Like, be safe. Don't do it alone. Paranormal aside, like, if something happens to you, you can be in real trouble. Like, you can hurt yourself. And you never know. These places are usually not in the greatest condition, so can have people there that can actually, like, hurt you. So that's my 2 cents on that.
This is probably a very bad idea.
Now, whether or not viewers have convinced him to return is unknown, but if one thing is certain, it's that Chris does not want to be here. He takes the same path he took last time when exploring this place, and just like before, when he gets to a creepy corridor
Awesome
beneath the
camera
building,
quality.
things start to get a little strange.
Wow. Yeah.
Also, I really want to go do this at Penhurst. We got a camera already. And yeah. And if you don't know, go look up Search Paranormal. And give us a follow. That's where I usually post whatever paranormal investigations we do. So go check it out.
It's still really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like, that's how you know I'm not lying. But look, I'll do it out here.
I wish he would have pointed at himself.
You don't see my breath. But as soon as you come in here, oh my God, it's freezing. As soon as you come in here, I don't know if the camera can see that. I hope so.
It does.
But that's crazy.
The change in temperature upon entering the corridor is no doubt strange, but it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. When Chris arrives at the site where he felt as though someone had touched him, he's immediately overcome by a feeling of dread. Now, you don't have to look closely to notice a blue light in the distance. This is where Chris had set up the infrared cameras, which is the same spot where he set them up last time. Near the cameras, however, there's a small staircase that leads to a space below that Chris hadn't fully explored. He proceeds to check out the space and captures this.
Haunted or not, this place looks terrifying. Obviously, I don't know where it's located, but like, looks very, very creepy. I would probably like to investigate there if I had a chance.
It's a weird noise in this room.
There's definitely talking in the background. I don't know if that's supposed to be an EVP, but let's hear.
That's creepy. It's a weird noise in this room.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like someone whispering in a deep, monotone voice. Viewers agree that this alone would have made Chris run for the hills had he
Definitely
listened
hear
to the audio
something.
right then and there. But it's the following incident that did just that. As he heads
I wonder if it's like something added on top, but regardless, that sounds really, really creepy.
back upstairs and arrives at the creepy corridor, things take a terrifying turn. This is what was captured.
Really creepy in here. As I walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy.
Regardless of anything is gonna freak you out. If you're truly alone, you can be courageous and all that. If you really hear something, you're gonna freak out. Like, even if it's something natural, because this place seems pretty old. You're gonna freak out. Blurred something in the middle of that. I wonder what it is. It's funny because when I went to Penhurst, I also took a picture that had something like that, and we had a spike on the EMF detector there, and it was pretty funny at the same time.
Bones are still there. It's nasty.
All the light bulbs.
What the hell is that? Something.
So based on the person's reaction, I don't know. Definitely seemed like something was up there. But at the same time, again, like, you can be very tough, but like, you would freak out like a lot. That didn't seem like there was a lot there, but just my opinion, of course.
I know y'all heard that. That scared the out of me.
Very clear, but again, like, I'm always skeptic of clear stuff. It's so hard nowadays. Like, you either believe or don't, but like, if you do paranormal investigations, it's not as much as people paint it. But yeah, I don't know. It is definitely very hard to get something like this if this is real.
That scared the out of me.
Immediately after Chris hears a noise coming from above, a piece of debris from upstairs hits the ground, sending him running out of the corridor in a panic frenzy. He arrives back upstairs, unaware that during this time, the infrared camera from below had caught footage of a ghostly figure walking about before suddenly disappearing. What's even more strange is that the figure appears only seconds later after the piece of debris had mysteriously fallen on its own. Feeling beyond scared, Chris looks around to find the piece of debris that fell.
This big ass box just fell on this grate.
Wait, so that's why he saw falling?
Maybe it fell from up there. Oh my god, my heart's racing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the IR camera up here while I explore. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got the IR camera set up at the top floor.
By setting up the infrared cameras on the top floor, Chris hopes to capture footage of who or whatever it might have been that dropped the box. He sets up the IR cameras from below and continues to explore the place, specifically downstairs.
Also, from a paranormal investigator point of view, I wonder what's that setup, because that seemed like a cooling fan. And I wonder if he has that just like to cool the camera. Interesting. Wonder why he has a fan under the camera.
But when Chris returns to where the IR cameras have been set up, this is captured.
What's doing the noise? Wait, what? Was he pushed? Still don't understand what happened. I was knocked out for about 10 minutes to increase the speed of this part. We're gonna get a replay on that? No, I'm curious.
In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out upon impact. Minutes pass.
Can I see that
when he
again?
suddenly... In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out upon impact. Minutes pass.
Okay, that is definitely well done if it's faked. The dude was sitting down, it seems. And like he's pushed with the back first. Interesting.
When he suddenly wakes up to find that he's been unconscious for a while. Realizing what just happened, he grabs his things and immediately leaves the place. With all that's happened, as well as the previous incident from last time, viewers no doubt believe that something sinister dwells in this place. Whether malicious or not, the question is begged.
I wonder what location this is at. It would be interesting to know.
Did Chris capture evidence of a paranormal happening? Or is there something else that could explain this? Although it's hard to be sure what occurred, one thing is certain. Chris is definitely never coming back to this place again.
I mean, if that's real, I would not come back either. Unless you want to do it for content and try to be crazy, but yeah.
This next video comes from a hospital in Argentina where a security guard had been doing the night shift when out of nowhere, something pretty strange was caught on camera. The hospital in question is known as the Finochetto Sanatorium, which is located in the city of Buenos Aires. Not much is known.
Also, South American stuff is always off the hook. I don't know if people are doing the things or what it is, but it's always the craziest stuff happening. It's pretty interesting to see.
About this hospital, except that it might be haunted. This notion had just become popular recently when surveillance footage from inside the hospital captured this. At around 3 in the morning, a security guard is filling out some paperwork when he looks across the entrance and sees an old woman walking through the automatic doors. He promptly gets up and receives the old lady. According to the guard, this is exactly what happened that morning. But when looking over at the video that was taken during this time, a different story is told. This is the footage.
Hold on. What? There's not even anything on the reflection. I wish we could hear it. He's definitely having a conversation with someone.
All the details of the security guard story check out, except for one. The old woman that supposedly walked in and met with him.
Old person.
No one else is seen, except the guard. Strangely though, we can see the doors opening as though someone had walked in. Further adding
definitely
to the
can.
strangeness, the guard is seen conversing with someone, but they don't appear to be there or anywhere in sight. The video on its own is creepy, but it's the story that makes it creepier. It's the following detail though that makes it a whole lot spooky. According to the guard, after attending the old lady and offering her a wheelchair because of how frail she looked, she made her way to the elevator. She then told the guard she was going to the 9th floor to look for the ID and belongings of a patient who had passed away the day before. She proceeds to enter the elevator and is never seen again. As it turns out though, the name of the woman, which the guard had written down on his clipboard, was in fact a patient of the hospital who had passed away the day before.
Where's the footage from the elevator? I know they have footage for that. Again, like, this is not the hardest thing to fake, but, you know, that's the thing with paranormal. You never know if it's really, like, happening or not. Like, you usually have to be there unless it's really die-hard proof, and it's really hard nowadays, especially because we have access to so many horror movies and everyone thinks like paranormals happens like that. But yeah, let's keep on looking and watching.
Because of this, viewers believe that the ghost of the old lady had come to collect her things. Real or not, it's a good story. Yet, it seems that no further information is available on this video, making this whole incident a total mystery.
Alright, very neat. It's on to the next.
The following video comes from Troy Legault, who lives happily with his family and 3 dogs inside a house that was only built 10 years ago. Given the age of this house, Troy doesn't think that it's old enough to be haunted. However, it seems that Troy has been proven wrong in regards to—
I like the little intro, like, look, we're normal people. We have fun. They have a dog. Let's see how the dog reacts to these things.
this notion, as it was just recently that something very unusual was captured. Prior to this video, there have been other weird happenings in his home. From things moving on their own, to lights turning on by themselves, none compare to the following footage. On November 6th of 2022, at around 8:30 in the morning, this was captured.
Daytime. Okay, just the thing to notice is there's a lot of movement on the table where it seems that it might be from the fan on top. I had a lot of force. Where's the dog? Wait, did the fan... was the fan going faster and then stopped? Oh, okay. Stuff keeps happening to the fan.
Although not much info is given on this clip, it's still pretty weird. All that is known is that no one was home when this happened. As with most viewers, Troy can't seem to explain this. But of course, what are your thoughts on this?
Good question. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird that it doesn't open more. That might suggest there's a limit on the wire if they're using one. Then again, looks pretty good, and I wish I could see if they have like the flip forward turning on and on, off and on the fan, but I don't know. Pretty interesting one.
Ghost or something else?
Maybe the
If you
the
caught
ghost
something
was
creepy
cold.
on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being
Alright.
said, let's get back to the video. This last video comes from Anna Tan, who's the mother of a baby girl named Evelyn. It was only a few months ago that Anna's brother passed away. His passing has been very painful for Anna, considering how close he was to her and her daughter.
Oh.
Although tragic, Anna takes comfort in the
Regardless of anything, like, it sucks when these things happen. It's really sad. For the people that are here, for sure.
thought that he still lives on in the afterlife and continues to watch over Evelyn and the rest of her family. One day, Anna and her daughter are in the kitchen when something very strange happens. Anna takes out her phone and begins to record. This is what was captured.
Shows 2 months after my father passed away, and she still talks to him or about him every day.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
You know what time it is?
Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
It appears as though Evelyn is talking to someone. Anna is convinced that her baby daughter had been in contact with her deceased uncle. This notion becomes even more believable considering that a male voice is heard early in the video.
Who are you talking?
If you listen closely,
Doesn't really
the
sound
word
like a
uncle
voice.
can be heard. For this reason, including the fact that her daughter kept on repeating uncle over and over,
Who are you talking to?
Okay, this obviously, like, it's known that children have more tendency for being able to see these things, but I mean, if we're thinking rationally, it's like, why would someone that had a family member pass away would use that for anything? So I don't think someone normally would do that, so that brings legitimacy to this video. But then again, you can't, the person's not really filming on the other side what the child might be looking at. But I don't know, the child is saying uncle. That is a pretty good one.
Anna believes that her brother was present during this recording. Like with most videos though, I'll let you decide whether or not that's the case. All in all, although strange, this video is pretty wholesome. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Does this go to the next one? Let's see what happens. Okay,
On
wait,
August
so
4th of
it's going
2023,
to
two friends break into a
81.
church.
I don't want it to go to 81. I would like it to go to 70.
A couple's inside their kitchen.
No. Shush. 71. Let's look at that.
On November 22nd of 2021, two policemen were called to search a house after the property owner suspected that someone had broken in. Now the house itself is an Airbnb that the owner occasionally rents out,
Very big.
but the owner was sure that no guests/renters were staying that night. She had dropped by to the house when she saw the front door open. Upon seeing this, she called police to search the house for any intruders. The police arrive and begin to search, but while searching the property,
Okay, now this one's good. I haven't seen this, but a police body cam image, if the video is made with that, that brings a lot of legitimacy to it. So let's see what happens.
Property, something very strange happens. The events that occurred during the search have left both officers extremely unsettled. All events were captured on a body cam worn by policemen. This is what was caught.
Let's see.
But they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
Okay, let me just move my camera a little bit here. Where is it at? Yeah. Let me put myself up here for this one. Looks a little bit better that way.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Just stay here, man. Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
The audio sounds a little bit distorted. This is intense.
Police!
What is that? That would scare me by itself. What the hell?
Anyone inside?
So I usually always say, why wouldn't someone turn on the light? Is this a normal thing? That is like crazy to me. That people don't go in and turn on the lights. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. Seems just like common sense to me.
I'm gonna check downstairs. You get upstairs.
Okay, the lights are on, maybe?
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Oh, that door just closed or opened. Okay, so just trying to be making sense of this. It's kind of weird to me that they don't look like under anything. Is this like not really a police video and it's just made by someone? I don't know if that's the case or not. Like, it would be nice to know that. But then again, might be normal, I don't know. But if you see a door opening, I don't know, man, like I know he has a gun, but supposedly it's blurred, but it's kind of odd the way it's playing out.
Downstairs, clear.
What's that noise?
Upstairs clear? Yeah. We're good.
Now, something that's odd about this video is that all the closets appear to be empty. Although somewhat strange, the video's description states that the homeowner occasionally rents out the house through Airbnb.
Very bright.
So, as to prevent guests/renters from stealing personal items such as clothes, leaving the closets empty is necessary. Now, another thing that viewers point out is that the cops don't bother turning on the lights. This is actually normal though, as taking the time to find the light can spell life or death for the officer. All officers must be ready to confront any danger during a search, meaning that—
Again, that's what I asked. Maybe that's normal. But more than the lights is like the way he was searching. That's kind of odd to me. It's almost like you're letting someone like go away, like pass by you under or something. But maybe it's real. I don't know. That's my opinion, obviously.
that all their attention is solely given to the threat at hand. However, the doors opening by themselves when the officer searches upstairs, and the sudden footsteps heard right behind him are things that viewers can't seem to explain. Whatever it might have been, the homeowner can rest assured that nobody's inside. But depending if she's a believer in the paranormal, living with a ghost, or something else entirely, may be equally disturbing. This video, like most others, remains a mystery.
This is where I have a little bit of issue when he does that. But yeah.
This next video comes from Sean McAuliffe, who claims to have captured something pretty freaky on camera. Sean says that he's been living in his house for 23 years now, and ever since moving in at the age of 14, he's been seeing things that he can't explain. Initially thinking that it was just in his head, he didn't worry too much about it. But it wasn't until seeing more and more of these strange happenings that he started to think that maybe
every time
the stuff he's seeing is actually real.
I'm like, beam
While
of
each
light.
of these incidents had to be spooky, this one has got to be the freakiest. It's late at night and Sean is away from home when suddenly the camera in his bedroom begins to move around as it seems to be
I do like the way this channel presents the stuff. They pretty much just let it roll. I guess I lucked out because this is my first time looking at this, so it's pretty good for commenting. So I appreciate that.
Sensing movement from somewhere. A few seconds pass.
So kudos to Bizarre Bub. I think that's what they're called.
And this is captured.
So the camera moves when there's movement, I'm assuming, the text movement. To play peekaboo? What's that supposed to be? Also, why did he move to the side?
As the camera points straight ahead, a dark figure can be seen peeking at the camera before slowly showing more of itself. But right before it's able to show some more, the camera points away. When it points back, the figure is no longer seen. It's as though the shadowy figure was intrigued by
Not
the
sure
camera,
about this
but was scared
one.
away when it suddenly moved on its own. Similar to the figure, Sean is fascinated by whatever this is, but at the same time, terrified by it. Overall,
Don't get me wrong, if that's real and I lived there, we would be having a problem. But I don't know, like, it's kind of odd looking. It's almost at midnight though, so I don't know.
although, he's just glad that he caught footage of this mysterious figure, as he now has proof that something is inside his house. But as always, you be the judge. Is this actual proof of something paranormal, or was something else captured?
Maybe it was. That one.
On December 2nd of 2022, a family in India began...
Alright, this I like immediately, which is very clear videos. Very clear, very little pixelation, illuminated. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff out of this one.
uploading a series of videos documenting strange happenings inside their home. Up until recently, the family hadn't posted these videos out of fear of being shamed by friends and family, as they don't believe in the paranormal. But after experiencing an event so disturbing, they deemed it necessary to share their footage.
Okay, I spoke too soon, it seems.
They reasoned that not sharing their videos would prevent them from getting the help they need. The following video is the first of many, all of which progressively get stranger and stranger.
Maybe
In this first incident, the family's at home when their son notices something very peculiar outside their window. Watch.
What's the kid looking at? Get scared, booger. Gotta love kids. Such a parent reaction if that kid is really seeing something. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. You're always doing this stuff all the time. The kid looks genuinely scared.
What is it, Mama? Where?
It's right here, next to the gun. It's next to the
After taking a second look at the so-called imaginary friend, whose name is Jerry, their son runs over to the couch in a panic.
This all looks very genuine, and I really like that. Like the kid, like you can't really have a kid, you know, doing stuff like they just look like a very genuinely like normal family, just about their business during the daytime, and the kid's freaking out.
Frenzy, as though he'd seen something pretty horrific. After rushing over to safety, he points out Jerry to his father, who seems concerned at first, but then later chalks it up to his child's imagination after being unable to see him. Although somewhat strange, the parents don't think much of this and continue with their usual activities. But in the following days, things would only get stranger. In one incident, the family's having dinner when all of a sudden, a loud knocking sound comes out of nowhere, followed by the smoke detector going off randomly.
So now my question is, why can't we hear the knock like they have a video?
Daddy, what's wrong?
It was from there on that more disturbances would occur. But it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. The family plays an audio recording of a prayer through a speaker in the hopes that doing so would cleanse their home of the entity that haunts them. As they play the recording, this happens.
Kids, a warning, don't go trying to deal with paranormal if you don't know what you're doing. Try to get some help before you do anything. Just a warning.
ये maggots कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? What? Maggots? हाउस फ्लाइज के जो वोन्स जो आते हैं ना, दो है इधर है ना, maggots not worms. Come and see ना, कितना टाइम लगा रही हो?
Where are the maggots emerging from? I wish we could see that. Because their floor seems like it's tile.
Later I will tell you. I want clean house.
It's a maggot. Why are you scared? Babes, बच्चा तुमको देख के सीखता है. ड्रामा मत करो.
Oddly enough, playing the recording has led to the
So
sudden
they're
emergence of
worms.
maggots. But even more strange is that according to the family, they came out of nowhere. To this day, they have yet to come up with an explanation for this odd occurrence. But as if that wasn't baffling enough, 2 nights later, they capture something beyond strange. It's late at night, when a loud noise outside the bedroom wakes up the parents. Take a look.
It's cool to see this one because you can actually see where the kid would have been looking at. That's cool. We got 2 angles now.
Without warning, the small chair that's initially seen against the wall mysteriously slides over to the couch in a swift motion as though someone or something had pushed it. The father understandably runs back into the room, fearing for his safety. Viewers believe that whatever had slid the chair had done so with the intent of causing harm. Although we don't know if the family agrees with this notion, they most certainly agree that this next incident, which occurred a few nights later, is the creepy.
Okay, so this noise is it's from the channel itself. Got it. I was like, what is this noise in the other video? I think the person just adds these for dramatic effect.
Of all. This is what they caught.
It's almost the same time.
Okay, we got dual now. Okay. Great presentation. You could turn on the lights. It's always the same thing. It's like you could turn on the lights, but okay. Where's the devil's chair? Slidey chair. It's gonna be John Cena. The steel chair.
The sound of running footsteps are heard running towards the father. As anyone would, the father bolts back into the room in full terror.
Good
Just
reaction.
like the previous incidents, this one has left the family completely spooked. They have no clue as to what is haunting them, and neither do most viewers. However, It wasn't until recently that a follow-up video was made by the father commenting on the incidents that have taken place. In this video, the father mentions a certain detail that, according to viewers, could explain why strange things are happening to the family. Take a look.
Okay, so this is like around 5 months ago. We had actually kept a maid over here. I don't want to mention her nationality, but she had a very strange behavior, and initially we didn't notice it much, but later on, yeah, it was kind of creepy. She used to prepare food for us, and like you can say, like she used to make breakfast and dinner for her, and I don't know why, but she never used to eat her own cooked food. You know, we used to eat the food, and my son, and we have never seen her eating the food in front of her. And whenever we used to ask her, has she eaten her dinner or something, like she used to say, yeah, I've already eaten it. But we used to check the camera that if she's eaten or...
Okay, that's fairly normal. You know, an employee, someone that it's in the house. I don't know how good of a relationship they had, but it's probably like, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's kinda eat with you guys. But I don't know.
No, we have never seen her eating food at home. And this is where the maid used to sleep. And you know, through the nanny cam, what we used to see her every night, like 1 to 4 a.m. she used to like just sit down in the middle over here and just staring at our bedroom door, which was
Can we get footage? Maybe? I know we can do a little side by side.
How can someone have like some kind of insomnia behavior, just sitting still and watching at our bedroom
slept
door?
There.
We were scared of her. We decided to, okay, just lay her off. And after she went, and okay, it was almost for a month, there was no.
Viewers believe that the maid, which the family had laid off, is responsible for the strange occurrences. Okay. They believe that in retaliation for being fired, she had placed a curse on the home, which is evident by the dangerous activity encountered by the family. Whether or not that's true, there's no denying that the activity continues to intensify with each new video captured. That said, this next video is no exception to this notion. The family is once again woken up late at night when this is captured.
Well, this family had a lot of videos, okay? Usually it's like incidents, like that it happens once and then you don't hear about it again. So let's see what happens this time.
Captured.
अजय मत जाओ, मैं तुम्हारे पैर पड़ती हूँ, प्लीज।
नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता, खबर।
Again, reaction a little bit weird. I don't know if I'm trusting these videos too much, in my opinion, of course. Because if you have your family and everything, you are probably gonna like go either leave and get everyone out, or you're gonna go immediately to the sound source, you know, get a weapon or something. Like, this is not a very normal reaction, in my opinion. Also, it almost looked like someone sitting on the couch. Where's the knocking coming from? It's very aggressive.
Come here. Okay, I'm not doing this.
It appears that someone or something had mimicked the father's voice. Although pretty terrifying, it's the latest and final incident that has left the family extremely unsettled. This is what was captured.
What's gonna happen now?
It's 5 minutes early today.
Do you have footage of that? You have a camera in the living room. Gotta watch that bill. I'll give the haunting the bill at the end of the month. So we don't get see.
Okay.
The hell?
Mysteriously, someone or something had left the faucet running in both the kitchen and bathroom. After shutting them off, the sound of running footsteps are heard once again. Naturally, the father was shaken up. The family continues to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone can explain what's going on. Unfortunately, a definitive explanation has yet to be given. But what are your thoughts on this? Is the maid that was laid off responsible for the activity? Could Jerry, the imaginary friend, be the actual culprit? Or might there be something else that could explain all that's happened? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved. If you caught something creepy on camera...
Yeah, I don't know about this one. You had all of the right things to be a good one, but I don't know, the reactions don't seem like very genuine. I don't know. And it's all more like sounds dead share. I don't know, could have been done, but it's very something about it doesn't feel like it's very genuine. Let's continue.
Or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Oh, it's still going. Okay.
The following video comes from Deanna Boyce, who's the mother of 2 children and the wife of her husband. The house that her family lives in is a place they happily call home, as plenty of significant events have taken place there. In other words, lots of memories were made at this house. But one memory in specific frightens Deanna, as thinking about it makes her feel very uneasy. For months, her oldest daughter has been telling her that someone is inside her closet. She would often give the name of the person who's inside, which would usually be the name of a family member who had passed away. But recently, she's been saying that a bad man is inside. Feeling spooked, Deanna had thought about contacting someone who could help her cleanse her home. But it was after seeing the following video that she immediately knew that a proper cleanse was needed as soon as possible. Her daughter is asleep when this is captured.
What's gonna happen here? Door, okay. kid moving the sheets? Or is that the kid moving?
The closet door mysteriously opens on its own. It opens slowly and quietly, seemingly trying not to wake Deanna's daughter. Deanna states that no one could have been inside, as there isn't enough room for anyone to be there. Like most viewers, she thinks that something is in contact with her daughter. Unfortunately, this incident continues to haunt Deanna, reminding her that something dwells in her house, and that whatever this might be, is possibly attached to her child.
I know this one is very simple, so I don't know.
In this
I don't
last
have an
video,
opinion about
a person named Josh Fletch is exploring a penitentiary that is believed to be haunted. Along with some friends, Josh checks out the cells and other sites inside the building. But when Josh decides...
Usually asylums, prisons, penitentiaries, stuff with trauma, you can get stuff like this. A lot of residual energy, so let's see what comes out of this one.
Decides to go upstairs by himself to check the cells above. Something pretty creepy is caught on camera. Take a look.
Also very lit up, which is surprising. Usually it's in the dark, so this is probably gonna be cool.
I may or may not have climbed up because there's no stairs.
That scared me.
Upon arriving at the last cell, the silhouette of a person or something can be seen inside. Josh was immediately shaken to his core when he saw the dark figure standing there.
Looks like
although neither Josh nor his friends have any clue as to what he saw. He was shaken to his core when he saw the dark. Upon arriving at the last cell, the silhouette of a person or something can be seen inside.
Almost looked like someone holding something.
Josh was immediately shaken to his core when he saw the dark figure standing there. Although neither Josh nor his friends have any clue as to what he saw, they can't help but feel that something paranormal had appeared.
So the cool thing about it, let me go back.
When he saw the dark figure standing there. Although neither Josh...
So I thought I was looking at someone looking in that direction, like forward, but the hand almost seems like the hand, you can see like it's turned this way. The thumb is on the right hand side, which almost looks like someone is like that. I don't know, this one's pretty cool, but again very clear. But his reaction though, that's how usually people react when they see stuff like this. Not like, oh no, I'm gonna run away quietly. No, like you freak out. You're not expecting anything, so this is a pretty good one.
Josh nor his friends have any clue as to what he saw. They can't help but feel that something paranormal had appeared. One theory is that the ghost of an inmate was caught on camera, but who knows? What exactly did Josh see inside the jail cell?
Okay, but now that I saw it slowly, it almost seems like what I was saying first, like someone looking ahead, holding like a phone or something, because there's even a light. Let me see that again. See, that's what I mean, like that looks like someone, even like an EMF detector, if you ask me. They have a very tiny screen. So let's see if we see it again.
One theory is that the ghost of an inmate was caught on camera, but who knows? What exactly did Josh see inside the jail cell?
Yeah, that looks like a person. That looks like someone ghost hunting with them.
What exactly did Josh see inside the jail cell?
It's even illuminated. Like
is that the ghost of an inmate was caught on camera,
is illuminating the
but
person.
Who knows? What exactly did Josh see inside the jail cell? Thanks for watching.
I know.
And I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Okay, so I wish this would go to the number. Maybe I don't know how to mess with YouTube. Let me see. Can I go onto this? What does this do here? 71. No, wait. Can we do just play? No, I don't want a scary compilation. I want number 72. No, that's not what I want. I'm sorry. Okay, which
on
one
November
is this?
22nd of
This is
2021, two
clear. I need to go see these person's videos here. Let me see. Where are the playlists? Okay. Countdown scare comps.
on September 18th of 20.
No. God, I suck at being on YouTube, looking around. Okay, videos maybe. Are they in order? Okay, we can go from here. 72, I'm pretty sure that's what we just watched. Yeah, so let's go for 73.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse.
I'm sorry. Let me actually open in a different window. That way I can just close it. Where is 72? 73. So we're going to go here.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when something very strange is caught on camera.
No,
this footage was posted by XAlien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place.
Actually, before I continue, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. right. Very good. Just had to use the restroom, have a little snack. Gotta go back into the paranormal world now. Let's see what this one has for us. Watching videos, here we are.
And says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter. In a very short video, ex-alien recounts the events of that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go. One of these. These things are heavy. Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you. So I said, okay, cool. So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, back it up, back it up, back it up. And he was pushing it. When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you. And he says that he was gone.
Now the scariest part about this story is that when the worker had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company. In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel. Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera.
So the person didn't know that that person had passed away? Suspicious. Okay, couple of things. That seemed like it was stopped very easily, so it seems like you would have been very easy to push. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's what it seems like. Also, if someone was pushing, she has an angle of view that she can see on that side. So that's kind of odd.
Eerily enough, the person who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears.
That was very
According to the
gentle.
worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard, could it be that this worker had encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee? Or might there be some logical explanation for this truly odd occurrence? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved.
I mean, it's interesting. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. But it's always off screen that these things happen. That person could have pushed it, someone else could have pushed it. It's just a really good story behind something. So is there some doubt there? Yes, but could have happened, Let's go to number 5.
Now the following video doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary.
Just the name immediately. The username is Nightmare Fuel. That's a red flag, but let's see what happens.
The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
What is it? Well, show us.
Ne znam da ste vidli, ili mislim možda što sam sam ovde, kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da ste vidli, molim vas, zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi.
This was filmed with a brick, it seems. It's always so, the videos are always so, like, pixelated. What am I looking at?
Ništa ne vidim I dalje.
Well, we see something. Is there like supposed to be like a building or a tree? What is it? Also, like, is there something blurred out? Or is that just the quality of the video? Not really sure. So on this one is hard because there's no point of reference for anything. Like, what am I looking at? What is that supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like angels or something? Like, what are we looking at here? Can't really see, like, and the pixelation is terrible. How close is this person, or how far away? It almost seems like there's some sort of a statue there, maybe. I don't know what's in the middle. Trying to make sense of it. Some sort of a pillar?
Učini mi se kao da je mrdnulo malo.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely. The man believes that these might have been angels or an entity of some sort, as he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant no harm. Yet when looking at the video through an infrared lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been.
Looking at the video through an infrared lens? What does that even mean? Like, you have to film it with something that is infrared already. I don't think there's technology for that, like that you just run a video and it becomes infrared. I don't know. This one is a really, really big red flag.
Been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured. Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain.
This one I call bullshit. I have no idea what I'm looking at, so it can't be anything.
On December 31st of 2022, 3 policemen were dispatched to a house after receiving a call from a neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside. The neighbor stated that they heard deep, guttural noises and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found. Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who...
Why are we showing a finger? Or whatever this is. What are you about to show me?
Enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains. This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland.
The cannibal family just passed away, you know, normal stuff.
On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all
They were doing the reefer.
Playing with the Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victim.
Again, Ouija boards. Be very careful with that. I'm not sure how much I believe in them, but I gotta try doing this at some point. I actually have one, but I've never really was a fan of doing it. They just look really cool. I love how Ouija boards look and what's behind them, but I don't know how much I believe in it. But I'll never try it in my house, that's for sure. Common sense, use your common sense. If you're gonna do something, do it where you don't have to live at, or that you're hurting someone, just in case.
Victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is...
The police seems to be extremely frightened. Alright, I can't wait to see what happens on this one.
What was caught.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie. Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł.
Top-notch reaction. Screw this, I don't get paid enough for it. So this is in Poland, I believe.
Uważaj.
What was that? Is she accountable now too? She's not being very cooperative.
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi. Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
A wire?
Terrified by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
Chodź, misiu. Nie bardzo w świnie.
Is she being roasted while being possessed? What is happening here? That's... It seems like it's a roast of some sort. Oh boy.
Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo.
Why is that light moving so much? Like, are they in a boat trying to illuminate this? What is happening?
Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, to coś cię widzę. To nie czołgaj się. Kamilka.
And we see Camilla. Loud growls, okay.
Kamilka! Wiktoria cię woła!
The police tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria is with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly. But according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon—
That's the video that I want to watch. Did they run out of tape or something? I don't know, man. All right, let's keep watching this one.
On arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again. After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she—
That was a party. All joking aside, like, I don't know, this video doesn't show much as well. This can all be very well staged, so I'm not too impressed with this one.
She had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery.
Let's go number 3.
In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots, which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night, the family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange things have been happening. The maid, according to them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
मैं भी हूँ
नहीं तुम बच्चे के साथ रहो नहीं तो वो डरेगा No mama, you take care of mommy. Daddy will come soon.
It's gonna happen. Is it the same time? Something on the floor. Many things on the floor. They have a raccoon ghost.
पूरा सामान गिरा हुआ है. Yeah.
Okay. You have a camera filming that area specifically. I really hope you guys show us the video for that when this happened. Again, everything is in disarray, so that would be very easily shown on the video. Not looking very believable.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house. But most chilling of all is the video of how it all happened, which was
Okay, I spoke too soon. This is actually neat. Let's see what happens. How believable it is, but like, I was not expecting to see the camera footage.
Captured by the security camera inside their living room. Take a look.
I really hope that we just see now the guy coming out to check out the noise. That would be super cool. Because that would bring more credibility. Nope.
Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
Baby, are you awake? Baby.
I think it's this time it's you gotta get someone to bless the house. After all of this. The hell?
Please stay outside, please.
Nope. Stayed inside apparently. All the stickers from the kid.
She just scared me.
Similar to a previous incident.
On all that, the wife is what scared you. All right.
Experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps are heard running about without
They're
a trace.
not really small.
Now, given that the family has experienced this before, the family's not as scared or phased as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that. Only a few nights later, this was captured.
What's happening? Why is he being so sneaky? Is that your house door? Spooky. What the hell? Did he get knocked out? Where's the knocking? No way his family would not be screaming if they heard. They would hear that. This is more like paranormal activity than anything. I don't know. Again, when it's too much, it gets hard to believe.
The father is seemingly pushed by an unseen force. He quickly falls over while seeming a bit disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only seconds later that he realizes that something had touched him. While the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon as they have to make certain arrangements before doing so. Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever strange occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
I like these videos though that
let's get back
this
to the video.
YouTube channel has. I like the way it's made.
Marcos Garcia is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently. This vehicle, according to them, scares them. Although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car. Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
What did he see? What did he see?
Oye, este weón se volvió loco.
You talking to someone?
Estoy revisando por la cámara del taller. De mi teléfono, estoy en mi casa. Y este maestro está hablando solo. No cacho qué onda. De verdad que no cacho qué onda. No, está hablando solo. Le voy a preguntar por cámara qué está haciendo. A ver, vamos a preguntar. ¿Sabes que consígueme el teléfono con la Connie, porfa? ¿Pero con quién habla, weón?
Why didn't you talk to him?
¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Con don Carlos, me está viendo, pasando el presupuesto y explicando el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Entonces me está viendo el presupuesto y estoy explicándole lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche?
Claro.
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
No, pues estoy con don Carlos aquí, pues. Estoy explicándole todo.
Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo.
No, pues yo tengo el caballero aquí al frente mío, pues.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos. Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado. Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. Si no estás con nadie, Juan. Viejo, no, tengo grabado, vente por favor, vente.
Confused and slightly unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos immediately calls him to ask what exactly is happening. To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out, Carlos, the client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently. The question is though, how exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it be that
they didn't show anything with a racing car or anything, so I'm a bit confused on this one. I guess they received the car and we can't see the car and the guy's talking to him. Even his mannerism is kind of weird. Doesn't seem like he's talking to someone, but interesting.
The alleged spirit of Carlos had paid the mechanic a visit. Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this? Or Is this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos, viewers believe that something supernatural was caught on camera. Michelle A. and her small family live in a suburban home in Long Island, New York. Both she and her husband are happily raising 4 children while simultaneously running a traveling petting zoo. Although living a busy lifestyle, Michelle and her husband always make sure to prioritize the needs of their children.
And everyone falls.
Given how much they care for their safety, they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom. One night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright spooky is caught on camera. Michelle says that her baby daughter typically sleeps through the night, and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother. But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch.
What is gonna happen to the baby? Wait, so she has 2 cameras in the baby's room? Because that's a different angle. The kid's having a really long conversation.
Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep. It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal. According to her, her daughter was seeing something that we couldn't. Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern. Who knows as to whether or not her daughter had actually seen something that night. But like always, let me know what you think.
All right, very good.
Thanks for watching, and I hope
babies do this stuff a lot, but in the middle of the dark is kind of weird. All right, very good. We're gonna stop here for now. I think this was a pretty good chatting video. I never tried that before. I'm usually playing video games, so I like this. I think I'm going to do it again. I might even do it again today. So maybe later on when it's nighttime, gets spookier, we'll watch some more. So if you're watching this, please give me a follow. I would extremely appreciate that. Go check out Instagram as well, Discord, so you can get the notifications from when I go live, because I still don't really have a schedule. I'm doing this, pretty much almost every 2 days, so but I don't really know what time of the day I do it, so keep those notifications up. And Dr. Graves, thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Where is this thing? Okay, now for real.